Gfan 84, and man, do we got an aquatic dinosaur unboxing for you today. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. And here we go. We got an awesome PNSO Dunkleosteus. Now, the Dunkley is pretty cool and a little horrifying too. Now, this was a present to my kid. He wanted this for Christmas, so I picked it up. For whatever reason, he wants to put it in a fish tank. Each their own. But he was gracious enough to let me unbox this to show you guys what's going on. So, as we have it, here's the front of the PNSO box. As you can see, it's number 47, Zaha, the Dunkleosteus. And if I pronounce it wrong here and there, forgive me. These names are not the easiest to work with. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Now let's just crack right into it, right? We picked this up off of AliExpress, off the PNSO website, or their little store that they have. If you haven't checked out AliExpress, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of affordable stuff. A lot of awesome stuff. Here we go. Here is, let's close that up for right now. Here is the PNSO education book. Tells you stuff about it. I'll go through it. If I find anything cool, I'll put a couple screenshots right here. And here we go with our other little piece. As always, PNSO gives us a pretty cool little fold-out poster. Now, that's the one thing I don't like. I do, but I don't like. Now, wow, this is pretty cool, pretty horrifying. I do love their little free posters that they give us. Here, that's not coming out the greatest. There we go. But they're folded, so even if you do get them framed, you're going to see a lot of creases. I wish there was some way, now I know it's hard with the size of the box to try to get it. But there you go. Look at that. It looks like it's eating a shark. A prehistoric shark. That thing is horrifying. Colors on that, just amazing. They did a fantastic job. That is definitely a poster to hang up. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this review. Little clamshell. And there he is. Now, like on other PNSOs, they give stands. With these ones, they have these weird stands that you can buy separately. Put this down here. He is pretty big, pretty cool. The coloring, the textures on this is just gorgeous. Like, it's like looking at a fish from the shorefront, looking down into the water. If this was if this was real life right now, I would say these are the perfect colors for what it would be. Now, there's a lot of studies saying that it was about 4 tons, which is huge. Now, from what they're getting, Now, there's a lot of back and forth of it. They're measuring from the tip of the nose to the eye socket, if I'm understanding correctly. From that and other fish, extinct and current fish. And it's not measuring the 4 tons that we originally thought that this monster or this dino was. So a lot of things might be changing with the perspective of this Dunkleosaurus. Dunkleosteus. Excuse me. The coloring on this, amazing. I can't wait for you guys to get to the closer look. It's just phenomenal. And I think the mouth opens somehow. Maybe not. I'll have to check this out. So, let's get to a closer look. And here we are with a closer look. But before we get to that, let's get a size on this bad boy. Now, from the edge of the tail to the front of the nose is about 8 7/8. Now, from the bottom of the Dunkleo to the top of the tail is about 2 7/8. And if you want to go from this dorsal fin right there is about 2 3/4. Now let's get to a closer look at this bad guy. Now, as you can see, the face right there is just so menacing. I think PNSO does a fantastic job on their sculpts. And if you want to open his mouth up, it is a struggle. Like, I had to put a small little eyeglass screwdriver in between his tooth right there just to pry it open until I figured out how to do it. You grab the side of the gills right there and you open it up like so, which is a cool little trick right there. It's definitely pretty awesome. Now, here's another awesome thing that PNSO did about this articulation. Now, when you see the side view right here from there in the gills, it seems like it flows pretty good. But when you open it up, you actually get the mouth open, you actually get to see the insides of the flesh of the gills, which is pretty cool. And this thing is hollow and heavy. It's got some weight to it. I put my pinky in there and it goes all the way to the bendy part, the farthest bendy part to my hand. I'm not really sure what it's called, but that's how far it can go. And it can go even farther if my fingers weren't that fat. So there you have it. You got something that's hollow, but that's also got some really good heft to it. And always for PNSO, I don't know, their sculpts are fantastic. Their paint jobs, I love them. Like, hands down the best. Way better than Holland Good. They're just fantastic to me. But the thing that they just can't seem to nail, I don't want to say all the time, majority of the time, are the eyes. Like, this eye, to me, for a fish, I think would fit. But, like, the majority of the eyes are just, they just seem off a little bit. Like, my spinal I have, the eyes are off. It just seems like they're not good with eyes. Or I just might be in the bad luck of getting the bad ones where they just can't hit the eyes right. But like I said, everything else, they hit fantastic. I love PNSO to the death of me. Their sculpts, oh, look at this. It's bending to the right, and look how the rib cage and the skin is just bending that way. Like, it's fantastic work. They do an awesome job. And these have scars on them. I think right there. And I want to say there's some. Right there is one. It's just fantastic. Like, it's been in a fight with another Dunkleosaurus. Dunkleosteus. Excuse me. Right there. Fantastic. Here's the tip of the tail. Other side of it. Fantastic work. I can't praise PNSO enough. Now, I know a lot of people love Holland Good. I love their stuff too, as you'll see in upcoming videos. But PNSO is just leaps and bounds above everybody else, in my opinion. Look at these scrunches into the skin. Fantastic. And like I said when I was unboxing it, all we have on recognition is for fossilization of these species is from there, the tip of the nose, to somewhere around there. Everything else, that's the armor part, so it's a lot more thicker. Everything else is deteriorated. So we don't actually know what the body looks like. All we do know is the head. And so what a lot of people are saying is that they're taking measurements. Now, I'm not really sure into the science of this, how accurate it really is, but they're taken from the tip of the nose to the eye socket from modern fish and prehistoric fish, and it gives you a true length of the body. So they're saying it's 4 tons, and they're thinking now from that measurement process that it's half of that. So pretty much it would be half, or it would be a whole human sideways. That's what they're thinking this Dunkleosteus is. Now, if that's true or not, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really know the study that well. It's just that's what's going around. Let's take a look underneath at the belly. You do got some seams, but that's for where the mouth opens up. Let's take a look at it. With the mouth open up, you can see it. You got the pinks coming out a little bit right there. You got the artist's signature right there. Copy lingo, all the armor effects right there, the wrinkles, and yes, it does have a cloaca for all you cloaca freaks out there. Fantastic work, PNSO, as you always. This thing, you know, if this was this color wave, this scheme of it, I would believe this is a modern day fish color wave. I would believe this would be out in the oceans right now with every color. Like you see a lot of colors, especially beast of the Mesozoic, where you got the blacks with the reds. It's just not realistic enough. But this right here, you could put this in the water right now and I couldn't tell you that this was a toy or a real fish. So let's get to a size comparison. And here we are with the only size comparison I think we're going to go with. We got PNSO's Carno and we have PNSO's Dunkleosteus. Now, you can see there's a big size gap. Now, if the study is correct, you're going to see half of that, roughly around there. So this very much could be prey for the Carno. Now let's get to final thoughts. And here we are with my final thoughts. PNSO's number 47, Zaha, the Dunkleosteus. This thing is amazing. Definitely a definite pickup. 2 thumbs up for sure. If you don't have this piece, you should get it. If you already have it, then you know how awesome this piece is. This is a prime example of quality PNSO. Everything about it I just love. And if that theory is correct about the size of it, should you wait for if they do a reissue through PNSO? I would say no. Because, quite frankly, this is the pinnacle of it. I'm telling you what, I really do enjoy this piece a lot. It's fantastic. And if you know, you know. If you don't, I hope you guys do decide to pick it up because this is a fantastic piece by PNSO. I can't praise it enough. So let's end it with that. This is Gfan 84. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day. See you next time.